This lesson is on adding and subtracting in chunks. When we add and subtract in chunks, we take one of the numbers and we break them down into its place value parts. For example, in the problem 37 plus 12, we're going to break down one of the numbers into chunks. Now, it always makes more sense to break down the smaller number because it's easier and faster. So in this case, we're going to chunk 12. So we see how many tens there are in 12, and there's 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write my 10 here, and then we have our 2 ones left over. There's 1 1, there's 2 ones. Now when we go to add this up, it's really simple. We start with 37, we go up 10, that brings us to 47. We go up 1 more, that brings us to 48, and 1 more brings us to 49. So our answer is 49. Let's try another one. Here we have 96 plus 24. Now remember, I said it's always easier to chunk that smaller number. So let's go ahead and break 24 apart. We have 2 tens. So I'll go ahead and draw our 2 tens. And then we have 4 ones left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to start with 96 and let's add up. 96 plus 10 would be 106, plus 10 more would be 116, and then let's add our ones. 117, 118, 119, 120. So our answer here would be 120. Let's look at another example. Here we have some 3-digit numbers. Now the 116 is smaller. It doesn't matter if it comes first or afterwards. You're always going to chunk that smaller one. So let's go ahead and chunk 116. Now we have to do our 100 because it has 1 100. It has 1 10. So I'm going to write our 10 over here. And then we have 6 ones left over, and I'm just going to put those underneath. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start with 375. If we add 100, we get 475. If we add 10 more, we're up to 485. And then let's count our ones. 486, 487, 488, 489, 490, 491. Our answer is 491. Now this also works with subtraction. We call it subtracting in chunks. And again, you want to chunk the smaller number. Obviously, you have to when you're subtracting. So we start with 47 minus 11. So let's chunk 11. There's your 10. There's your 1. 47 minus 10 would be 37, minus 1 more would be 36. So here our answer is 36. Let's try another one. Here we have 62 minus 24. We're going to chunk our smaller number, which is 24. So we have 10, 20, and here are 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's subtract. 62 minus 10 would be 52, minus 10 would be 42. Now let's count backwards by ones. 41, 40, 39, 38. Our answer here is 38. Let's try a triple digit. Here we have 381 minus 176. So we have to chunk our smaller number. So we do have 1 100, so I'm going to put 1 100 right here. We have 7 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have 6 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's subtract. 381, 281, 271, 261, 251, 241, 231, 221, 211, 210, 209, 208, 207, 206, 205. So our answer here is 205. That concludes our lesson today on adding and subtracting in chunks.